price incrementally. Now, you brought up a good point, Mike, that we're in that closing room, and we have to talk about that a little bit too. So let's talk about micromanaging the client experience. So as you know, as we talk about this, Kat, this is how you micromanage the client experience all the way through. So we talked about speed, getting back to people, just answering our phones. Now, once we set an appointment with somebody, how are we in making sure we micromanage that experience? I know your firm goes as far as getting custom drink orders. Am I right?
Correct. When folks set up before they show up, we have a receptionist give them a call, and not so much to remind them about the appointment because we've already done that, but what is your beverage of choice? And it leaves them kind of dumbfounded. And we've had some funny stories like, "Oh, well, I'll have a margarita, or I'll have, a glass of wine," and she laughs at it. But I said, I told her, if they want a margarita, I'm going to go get a margarita.
Right.
That's what you'd go tell me what they want. And it was what we do the call the day before so we can be ready. But yeah, we have in our cabinet some little canned, Ritas just in case someone really does take us seriously. But it's, you've got to, that's a mindset, and you have to also get your staff in that mindset. Like, I am not kidding. I am here to put the white gloves on, roll out that red carpet, and everybody else needs to be on board as well.
That's right. And that, that comes from leadership, setting the right culture, and making sure that the culture that you have in your core values boils all the way down to everybody else in your firm. I know you want to talk about core values in a little bit, but so looking at how we're touching that person, not literally touching that person, but touching that person through communication, and how are we showing ourselves to be different? So are we reminding them with a text message? Are we reminding them with an email? Are we calling them? Are we doing what you guys are calling a warm hug call, where you're making them feel special and taking their beverage order? Are we sending them a shock and awe package? Shock and awe package means we're arriving in a box with something that shows you're different than everybody else. I'm assuming you guys do something like that as well, correct?
Right.
Yes.
And so then once they arrive, if they come in person, how are do they have a parking space, and can we put their name on the parking space? Are they going to a certain conference room, and can we put their name on the conference room? When they come in, do we have a packet, and is their name on the packet? What do we have in our office that showcases who we are and what we're about? And do we have testimonials from other clients, and what are we giving them to read, and what's on the TV? And thinking through all of this, what odors are in the air? Do they smell baked cookies? Do they smell burnt popcorn? What are they smelling as they walk through the office? What are they seeing? Is the carpet worn and torn, or is it nice and clean and neat? Are the furniture appointings, clean and tasteful, or is everything haphazard? What are they seeing? And from business to business, this differs as to what it is they need to see. And I understand that. And we have to speak the language of our customer. And so you want to make sure that whatever they should be seeing, they are seeing. But your job as an owner is to think through this, because they're registering all of those things. Even if they don't admit to registering all those things, they are. And every one of those building blocks are building the case for the value that you're making, which leads us to that next step. But before I go there, do you guys have any questions about that, or anything you wanted to +1 on in that micromanaging conversation?
That
No, I
sounds
think
great.
you hit it right on the nail right on.